I wanted to talk about this tweet from James Lindsay because I think when we talk about things like illustrating that, you know, like Asians can be white one minute and Asian the next, and the left uses them in whatever political way they want, it can be easy to kind of say, okay, all we need to do to win people over is to point out leftist hypocrisy. But it doesn't work. Well, it does work, just not on the people perpetrating it. Right? And James Lindsay had this tweet today that, like, I was like, he put it so succinctly about why this doesn't work and how people need to think about it that I had to tell you guys about it because I just thought it was a really, really, really keen observation. And I think that it's something that we should all just keep in mind when we're figuring out ways to kind of fight back against the woke nonsense in our lives. James Lindsay says merely calling out leftist hypocrisy misunderstands it and hands them a W. It should only be done to red pill people into understanding that leftists are abusing arbitrary power they have granted themselves and don't actually possess. And then he did it with this image. For leftists, hypocrisy is a display of their power over you and your inability to do anything about it. They actually love it. And then he went on to say, one flavor of black pill is seeing leftist hypocrisy and believing you can't do anything about it. Tailor your reporting and activism in light of this understanding. James Lindsay is 100% correct. He is 100% correct. I've talked about a million times from Sunday. You guys know if you watch regularly that critical race theory is not about race, it is about power. And that the number one thing that people need to understand about what is going on in the world today is that every single thing that is happening is specifically designed to destabilize the system. So I think the mistake that a lot of people make when they are fighting back against the left or trying to fight back against woke culture, whatever you want to put it, is they think if I just logically point out all the ways in which this is wrong, if I just logically address this in a way that, like, they can see that they're being hypocrites, that'll fix things. It won't fix things. It won't. Because the hypocrisy is the point. As he's saying here, their hypocrisy is part of the point. They know full well that they can change the conversation at any point, that they can change the rules at any point, and that people who they are fighting against can do absolutely nothing about it. Lisa Bell says, I think maybe they have no self-awareness. No, Lisa, that's not right. They have explicit self-awareness over what they're doing. They know what they're doing. What they're doing is specifically designed in the way that they're executing it, because the goal is to destabilize the system. The goal is to gain more power. The goal is to drive people like us crazy because we can see all the nonsense. We can see it all. Makes us go insane. People need to start understanding and really coming to grips with the fact that everything they are doing is by design. Let's read this quote again. For leftists, hypocrisy is a display of their power over you and your inability to do anything about it. They actually love it. So when you're fighting back against the woke and you're trying to make the hypocrisy question, you have to really understand that showing their hypocrisy is not going to do a damn thing to stop them. But there is value in doing it because you can use their hypocrisy to wake more people up. Because most people are not bought into this agenda. I know it seems like a lot of people are, but really the percentage of true believers, of aware bad actors, is very small. something like maybe 12, maybe 15%, which is a formidable amount. It actually doesn't take that many people involved to lead to culture revolution. It doesn't. But what you really need to know is that showing their hypocrisy is not going to work to change their mind, but it can be used to wake people up. People who are in the middle, independents, people who don't like what's going on, but they don't understand it. Guys, there are still so many people who don't understand what's going on. I know sometimes it can be easy to forget that because a lot of you're in this all day, every day. You read the news consciously. You know what's going on. You watch channels like mine. You listen to this, you listen to people like James Lindsay. You know what's going on. Just because you know what's going on, you are in the minority. There are still a lot of people out there who do not know what's going on. And using their hypocrisy can be a great way to show other people in your life what is going on. And James Lindsay also tweeted this, and I just thought that this was like the best. I know. I'm a James Lindsay fangirl. I know. I know. He just tweets so many good things. But I really think that this is one of the very best ways we can fight back against the woke. And this is what we're going to be talking about in my locals community right after this stream. Look at this. People who are woke are sad. People who are not woke are happy. You know, one of my regular viewers, Naruto, he keeps posting this GIF on Twitter that says, "Joy is a form of resistance." I love that GIF. I do. I love it. I think that one of the very best ways that we can fight back against the woke is to be happy in our lives. And by the way, guys, woke can exist on both sides. Listen, I said this in this tweet. Check this out. People think that woke are just on the left. No, 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 no. The right is turning woke too. They're turning woke in different ways. I'm not saying everyone on the right, but I'm sitting back and I've been watching this for the last year, and it just like I was worried about this after last year's election, and it just keeps coming true. The right is becoming the monster they're fighting with the woke. So don't assume that woke just exists on the left, because it doesn't anymore. The right is engaging in cancel culture. The right is engaging in these games. They're starting to act exactly like the left. I don't approve of woke on either side. I left the left for a reason. It wasn't to join woke on a different team. So I wrote, "This is true regardless of your political position. There's woke people on all sides who are mostly just miserable human beings. The best way to not be woke is to just be happy and focus on things that make your life better." And this is the thing that I hope all of you can take away from this. And this is something that we are going to be talking a lot about in my locals in 2022. We're going to be talking about mindset. We're going to be talking about perspective. We're going to be talking about finding our own balance within this insane landscape, because if we can take care of ourselves, then we are going to be in a better position to fight back. The greatest gift that you can give yourself is just to live a happy life. Be happy regardless of what anyone else says, what anyone else does, what anyone else thinks. Show up and be joyful no matter what. Because the woke are fundamentally miserable people. In my book that's coming out next year, it's called Actively Unwoke. You can pre-order it on Amazon right now. But I talk about how there are two types of people in the world. There are creators and there are destroyers. The woke are destroyers. People who are not woke are creators. Creators give something of value to the world. Creators see all the possibility that exists in this life. Creators show up with a positive attitude. And because creators give value to the world, they get value in return. Destroyers are people who have such low self-worth that they do not believe that they can create anything of value in the world. And that's a sad and tragic thing. But how destroyers handle it is they try to rip down the good work of others. That's what the woke do, isn't it? Isn't that what cancel culture is? It is about ripping down other people. It is about destroying other people. That's what it is. They will never be happy. They are seeking happiness in a place where they will never find it. They are seeking happiness in pulling down other people. Nothing will ever be good enough. No amount of blood will ever be good enough. And so the very best thing you can do if you want to fight back against the woke is to not be like them. Is to go out of your way to find joy in your life. Go out of your way to do things that make you happy, regardless of what anyone else says about it. Listen, this week I got canceled for having a spiritual belief. I got canceled for having a spiritual belief. Something that no one can prove true or false. Something that is not forced on anyone else. You don't have to believe it if you don't want to. And they still couldn't handle it. And so they smeared me all over the internet. But you know what? I don't have to allow them to take my joy away. I don't have to allow them to take my beliefs, which mean a lot to me, away. I don't have to give into that at all. And neither do you. You are under no obligation to put up with a negative person's bullshit. You are under no obligation to buy in to any version of yourself and your identity that someone else tries to sell you. Never allow these people to take your joy away. The minute that you allow them to take your joy away, they win. And then you look like them. And then you just spend your life being miserable and trying to destroy other people. And maybe you've engaged in some of it. Listen, I know it's easy to get caught up in a little mob of people. I understand it. I understand it. It can be easy, right? But even if you've done that in the past, every single moment of every single day is a chance to make a different decision about the person that you want to be and what you want to contribute to the world. Every single moment of every single day is a person to make a different, or is a moment to make a different decision. If you don't like the way things are going, make a different decision and be honest with yourself. Listen, man, if the woke were honest with themselves about how miserable they are, they would then be open to being able to make a different decision. The problem is that most of them are not honest with themselves about how miserable they are and how much they hate themselves. And that is a sad thing. It is a sad thing. So, what I want you to leave you guys with today is that it is okay to love yourself. It is okay to love your life. It is okay to find joy. And that is something that we will be talking about in my locals community. We'll be talking about it in about 5 minutes. I will be going live in my locals community. If you want to get in on that action, beep. Hang on. Let me make it bigger. Beep. Join us at kb.locals.com. Again, you don't have to pay money, but if you do want to support my work, you can become a supporter in locals, which comes in at $5 a month. It comes in at $50 a year, or comes in with a one-time gift. You get to make the choice. But you don't have to be a supporter to watch the live streams, okay? So I would love you guys to join me in locals. We'll be talking about self-worth. I will take your questions if you like. I'll answer any questions. I will answer any questions that anyone asks in locals. But I will see some of you there. And that's all we have for this week, guys. Thank you for spending some time. I will be back next Sunday at 5 p.m. Same time, same place. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you soon.